Hi everybody. So I thought I'd try something a little bit different. Instead of just showing some pictures of my latest project, I thought I would practice on a video and maybe go into a little more detail. And so eventually, if I can get good at this, my hopes and aspirations are to start a knitting podcast, and I'm also very much thinking hard about having tutorials and having basic content for free and more advanced techniques behind a paywall. So anyway, this is just a little bit of a practice run to start getting used to talking to a camera and getting a setup and getting lighting correct. So I'm all ears for any feedback you all have. And if anyone wants to learn how to knit, then definitely talk to me, and I can help you. So knitting is something I've been doing for, gracious, over 40 years, and I'm dating myself here. But I've been doing it for a very long time, and I'm not quite sure why I love knitting so much. I mean, I love the yarn, I love all the colors, and I very much appreciate the skill. And why knitting among many things we could choose? I don't know. It just seems like knitting has picked me, and I welcome it with open arms. Anyway, that's it. So what this is a scarf that I've begun, and I'm about 1.5 pattern repeats in. I got far enough so that you could see some symmetry. And this particular scarf, I mean, this would definitely be advanced at the very minimum, at an intermediate level. This particular scarf incorporates double knitting and brioche. This is 2-color brioche. I'm using Peruvian wool for this, and these colors were chosen by my customer. It's going to be headed out to New Hampshire as soon as I get it finished. So anyway, this is both Knit Picks brand Wool of the Andes, 100% Peruvian wool. Has a little bit of a tooth, but it's not terribly scratchy. I mean, it's still quite soft for wool. It can certainly get a lot toothier than this. So anyway, this scarf is it's called Paris's Brioche, and it was designed by Nancy Marchant. She has played around with brioche quite a bit, and she comes up with some very beautiful designs. This particular one, she was inspired from a scarf that she saw in the program Gilmore Girls. Paris apparently wore this scarf a number of times, and she designed a brioche and double knitting version. So you can see, I think this is such a cool pattern. So this interesting 2-color ribbing that you see here, this is the brioche part. And it's, quite stretchy, but then of course you can see like these diamond sections or ovals. This is the double knitting, and what double knitting is, that is where you're actually knitting 2 layers of fabric in one garment. So you have to take great care that you don't intermingle the 2 colors in such a way that you have the wrong color showing through. And so if I turn this over, it's exactly like the reverse, like a negative of a photograph. So this is the dark side of the project. And when you're knitting brioche, in the pattern, they will refer to it as dark side, light side. So you definitely want to choose colors that have contrast. So anyway, this is the other side. I think this side is my favorite. But these diamonds, these are the areas where it's double knitting. And in one area in which I can show you and demonstrate this maybe more easily, where it makes sense, you can see at the edges here, you have this part here where the double knitting is. Oops, sorry, getting used to this camera mount is right here, so you can see I can literally pull these two pieces of fabric apart, but I've knit them. I mean, it's in one garment, but it's two separate layers of knitting. So I mean, you could literally go here and pull these apart, you know. So double thickness, so it's going to be super warm. You know, it's going up to the New England area. It's going to keep its new mommy quite warm. And so yeah, and this project, and there's all kinds of cast-ons. This particular one is called an Italian two-color cast-on. And I think something I'm going to research is if there is a tubular cast-on where it would look a bit more seamless. Like a tubular cast-on, it almost looks like the knitting just rolls over, like you've just folded the fabric over and it's kind of seamless. But anyway, so this is the two-color cast-on to get started in this project. And so anyway, tell me what you think about the scarf, and let me know what you think about knitting, and if you love yarn in general. Give me feedback on my narration skills and how well I'm explaining this. Anyway, hope you're all having a great day. It's kind of cooled down quite a bit. We're experiencing some meteorological whiplash. It was mid-80s and now it's quite cooler and threatening to rain too. So anyway, have a great Friday, everyone, and talk to me in the comments. Bye.